Hey guys, so it's time for updates. If you've watched my previous videos, my name's Janae and I had lipo BBL now a year and a half ago. February is going to make it 2 years. Let's just say I had lipo because once I show you these side profile shots, you're gonna be like, where's the BBL? Anyways, excuse me, I want to do an update. When I went to VIXEN, there were no videos on VIXEN Plastic Surgery. There were no videos on the doctor that I went to. I saw Dr. Triggs. There were barely any videos on it, and I just didn't understand why. I know that a lot of people don't like to, admit. Sorry guys, that's my cat. I know a lot of people don't like to really admit to having plastic surgery. Some people don't even like to talk about it. But I went to a place that I felt like was pretty popular based on the information I read offline. But when I was looking for videos, I could never find anyone's real testimony. So that's what this is, but more so just an update. So I had surgery in February of 2022. Yeah, so this upcoming, no, 2023. Yeah, so whatever. I had surgery a year and a half ago in February. Now I did it in the colder months because I kind of wanted to be hot and sexy by summer. And I mean, it kind of worked out, but when you're in your faja, and actually I'm glad I did, because when you're in your faja and it's so hot, or when you're just planning for your surgery, you're not thinking about being in the faja, but you're going to be in that faja at least probably a good 3 months. So those initial months where you're in it, you don't want to be sweating. It's so gross being in that faja sometimes. But anyways, so I'm a year and a half post-op now, and I have lost my BBL. I basically just look like I had lipo. I'm gonna insert some side profiles here. I have in-proportionate body shape, if you ask me. My breasts are larger than my butt. It does not fit. Now, to me, given the size of my face as well as my build, I'm a little bit wide. So I feel like I should have some width to me. In addition, I don't recall ever having hip dips. I did ask for mild hips, and whatever I asked for, I just don't feel like I really got. I feel like they generally gave me a skinny BBL, and they did not pull as much fat from the areas that I would have liked. However, I also have to remember in that moment when I was talking to the doctor and the moment when I got there, from the morning I got there to actually being put on the table, I was terrified. I remember literally shaking and someone saying to me, I don't even know what position they were there because they don't wear name tags, or they don't wear licensing tags like RN, CNA, MA. They don't wear that. So I don't know who was talking to me, but the lady was like, oh, well, if you're this nervous, then you shouldn't do it. And the Dr. Triggs said the same thing to me. And I was like, okay, but no, if you're gonna say that, who's gonna give my money back if I don't? Everyone was really quiet when that came out of my mouth. So I don't know. But anyways, being a year and a half post-op has made me realize that I'm going to need another round. I really don't want to. I want to debate and see if I'm going to have children first, but I'm going to need another round. When I did speak to a coordinator post-op, maybe 3 to 6 months post-op, they told me, oh, you just need more lipo. And I was never told in the beginning that I would need 2 rounds to get my desired look. I really wish that was discussed. I had pictures on my phone and showed those pictures to Dr. Triggs, not just to the coordinator, not to the people at the front desk. I showed them to the doctor, and I will insert them here so you can see as well. But I had a desired look I was going for, and I just don't feel like it was executed. Now, am I glad I'm safe? Absolutely. But there's a lot of things that I have to do different for next time. So yeah. Feelings and emotions. I lost a friend after the surgery. I ended up feeling really unwell post-op, and I didn't have that friend there for me. So a year and a half post-op, we are no longer friends. Who you go into that surgery with needs to be a ride or die type of person. They need to be a strong person, because you're going to need help in the shower. You're going to need mental help, just someone to talk to. You're in the house probably a good month just by yourself. You can't go out, you don't want to drink, you don't have an appetite. You need a good friend. In addition, I feel like I've developed hip dips. I don't recall ever having hip dips before surgery, or maybe just because I was so large in the abdomen area prior that maybe I just didn't notice, but they are very noticeable now in swimwear and leggings, anything. I don't have an ass. Like, I'm not joking. I have no butt. I very much look like my butt should be on a size 2, if that makes sense. And then lastly, I would say that curvature that I had, like, you know, maybe like a month post-op and maybe up to like 6-7 months post-op, I don't really have that anymore unless I wear a waist trainer. I generally feel like I would have paid for just a post-op consultation with the doctor or with someone who was skilled to know what they were doing to tell me, like, and give me direction on where to go. And I really wish that that was offered. I did express concerns afterward, but they just were not addressed. I was still waiting for a refund afterward that took months to be addressed. They're just not good with communication there. I think that, do I regret it? No. Would I have chosen a better surgery center? Yes. But the worst thing is that you don't really know until you get there. Everyone's experience is really different. But I would have loved to know if the post-op ladies in the post-op room would, you know, we're gonna speak English. I would have loved that. Like, I would definitely make sure I know about that next time. I would like to know, you know, if my results are realistic. Like, can I get this desired look? No? Okay, then tell me so that I'm not disappointed later. I would love to know, like, the upkeep that you expect for your patients. Everyone says, oh, just work out and diet, just work out and diet. That is not just true. I genuinely think that there's gonna be someone who disagrees with me, but I don't care. I genuinely think that it has to do a lot with genetics. I don't think that I was meant to be a skinny mini. I don't think my waist was meant to be like that, unfortunately. So I feel like my body's fighting that desire. So in the last year and a half, I have gained about 9 pounds. Now, I may be wrong, but I think that's phenomenal because I know people who gain 20 pounds after the first year. And if you're in those surgery groups, you see people who literally need around 2 after 1 year. I don't think that's bad at all. And in addition to me gaining those 9 pounds, part of the reason I gained those 9 pounds is because I was out on work leave due to a medical issue. So I was literally home every day for 6 months straight. Now that everything is better with me, I have been working out consistently the last 3 months. And in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks, I've been walking 2 miles every day. Now, I still can't get that back. It looks like this if I'm in like a dress or if I'm maybe in a bathing suit, but like if I'm just in like a regular shirt, it's just kind of straight. I don't have that curvature back. My waist is not as small as it was. It seemed like immediately after not wearing the faja anymore, that goes away. And I would have killed if someone would have been like, or like I had access to the doctor's post-op or could pay for a post-op appointment with the doctor just to get like further advice on what to do regarding my body. Because the whole, oh, just work out and diet, that's just, no, I'm sorry. I don't think, it's important, but I just don't think it's the same for everyone, if that makes sense. So I think my round 2 is going to be, it's in my eye, just in my lashes. I think my round 2 is going to be really focused on lipo. I want my hip tips filled in, the hip tips that I now have and am noticing. I really would like my butt to be larger. I don't want a dookie booty. I don't want a freaking Cardi B booty. I want a nice medium butt that fits. Like when I look at celebrities like who have their legs match the butt, that's what I need. I don't want an ant booty. I don't think that's a lot to ask for, but it seems like when you're saying that, like they're just like, okay, yeah, all right, yep. And then they're just marking it. I feel like he just had his own idea of what I was supposed to look like. I don't know. And when you're picking your surgeon, just like, I know you want a big butt. I know everyone wants a nice booty, but that's just not the most important thing. Like, that's just not the most important thing. Where are your incisions? How are they? Can I see them with a bathing suit? Can I see them through, like, you know, with certain underwear? Like, where are they gonna be? That's important. How is your lipo? Your abs could be beautiful, baby. You could have a beautiful butt, but if that stomach don't match that butt, or if that waist don't look right with that butt, it's just like, oh, it's just so many so many things to think about it. But I will say that 1.5 years post-op, I'm not happy. I am just, I feel like I'm, yeah, I spent the money and that's just that. I don't think I would recommend him or recommend that surgery center I went to just because of how they handle things. I know that there's probably 1,000 other ones that are more expensive that you'll probably get more of what you need, but I just still feel like communication is everything, and letting the person know what to expect is everything. And I just don't feel like I had that. But I want to make it clear when I say I'm not trying to bash the doctor himself. I blame a lot on the surgery center that he works for, because I work in healthcare, I'm a nurse, so I know that it's not just always about the provider, it's also about the building you're working in, your boss, like the logistics. But I will say that where you choose to work makes a big difference in the type of care you provide. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I had a picture, and I had all these notes that I wanted to discuss when I met him, and these were kind of like the notes, like, you know, I want my back rolls eradicated, like gone. I wanted kind of like, okay, like, you guys know Shensia, like, look at her. Like, she gives me sexy, I can't tell if you had a BBL done, but like, it looks like you had some work done. Like, she gives me like, oh, I can't tell if you had something done, but you could have had something done, but I can't tell. And I wanted that, but for my body. I'm not Shensia's size, so I wanted it adjusted to my body, and it was not. Anyway, so I have to go and do everything again. So if you're in the midst of, you know, trying to figure out, oh, is he gonna be my round 2? Am I gonna go here for round 1? Or if you're just in the process of just wondering like how you're gonna be 1.5 years post-op, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to go back normal. You're going to have to keep eating right, because if you don't, like, that weight is going to go into places you didn't know it would even go to. I've never been heavy in my arms, and now I am. So like, oh, I just actually did some arm exercises, so like they hurt. But like, I've never noticed that I've had chunky arms, and to me, like, they feel chunky. Like, to someone else, they might be like, oh no. I mean, I could really be a doctor. I just feel like they're like thicker. Like, it gives me like oatmeal vibes. I feel like they didn't. I don't know. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about. I just feel like it's bigger there. I don't know. But I know that no weight is going to my ass. That's my update. That's my 1.5 year post-op update. I'm shy of 2 years, and we'll see from here on out. Bye.